And they're off. Very slow to begin was Angus de Bull, also Fast Flow and Moon Knight, not that fast away. Pink Chazz has got the early lead and now being taken on around the outside by Bally Bay Moonshiner, and those are the first two. Bold and Loyal is racing in third with Do You Believe on that one's outside. Then Six Strings is racing in fifth position, a break of just over a length to Headley George, who's racing in sixth. Fast Flow towards the inside has made up ground to now take seventh. Then Nick Vedder is racing in eighth. Beau Geste is in ninth towards the outside of Rushmore as they now rush towards the end of the back straight. Brave Display is towards the rear of the field together with Moon Knight, and Angus de Bull is tailed off at the back of the field. They're at halfway and Bally Bay Moonshiner has got the lead in the hands of Shane Kelly. There's now a wave of three in behind. Pink Chazz pushed into second place. In third now is Bold and Loyal, and now staying on into fourth is Six Strings as now Do You Believe loses a little bit of ground, is very wide out on the track. Headley George turned in next, followed by Fast Flow, then Nick Vedder. After these, Rushmore, then towards the inside is Moon Knight, followed by Beau Geste, and then to the inside is Brave Display. They're inside the final furlong and a half, and it's Bally Bay Moonshiner has a lead of 2 lengths, but closing now is Pink Chazz down the outside. A furlong to go, and Pink Chazz has now taken the lead. It is Pink Chazz and George Wood who surged the lead, going clear as they race up towards the line. Pink Chazz, it is all over, and now clears away by a good 5 or 6 lengths. Pink Chazz for a second course and distance success. Brave Display may have just got up to Nick second with Bally Bay Moonshiner and a rallying Fast Flow.
Pink Chazz wins our opener under George Wood. A race where I said there was absolutely zero pace on offer. They actually went quite hard for low-grade horses.
Yeah, no, so I agreed with you going into the race. The leader went pretty quick and I was happy to take a lead. Yeah, he's got a bit out of pace coming around the bend, but once he's changed the lead, he's got himself balanced. He's quicking up nicely then. He's taking a bit of pulling off as well. Yeah,
it's always awkward in that situation because Shane, you didn't know how much he had left, and he did have quite a nice lead, so you had to get after him. In the end, you've actually won quite comfortably. You'd imagine perhaps if you can get him out again pretty quickly, you got a chance of following up.
Yeah, no, for sure. I thought there'd be the sort of race where they'll be coming from off the pace, off the speed we've gone. So yeah, as soon as that's cleared away, he's actually won pretty well. But no, really pleased with the horse, he deserves it, and well done to Johnny and connections.
Excellent stuff, thank you, George.
Cheers, guys.
And they're off. Spring Promise got a very alert beginning, leads already by the best part of length to Senesi, who races in second. Midsummer Dance just in third, but now being taken on and passed by Queen Regent, who makes a move on the outside. Veil of Shadows broke slowly, but has now moved into midfield. The one who's running very greenly at the back of the field and been ridden along is Pillars of Creation. Hasn't really picked up the bit at all in the early stages, but it's a comparatively easy lead here for James Doyle on Spring Promise as they meander towards the end of the back straight. Now around the outside, Veil of Shadows is showing interest to take second, with Senesi on the inside now in third. Lit Up, having made ground, is Queen Regent, who's on the turn now, racing in fourth position, followed then on the inside by Athena Ballerina as they go through the halfway point, and it took them a long time to get there. Then around the outside is Duveen, followed by Pillars of Creation. Now Midsummer Dance has been shuffled back, and Kalama Sunrise is at the back of the field. So it is Spring Promise has done nothing more than the morning gallop so far out in front. Leads by a length and a half to Veil of Shadows, who raced in second. Senesi on the inside is in third. Queen Regent is stoked along now in fourth position. Now Pillars of Creation begins to get the hang of this racing game down the outside. Midsummer Dance is also trying to pick up, so too Athena Ballerina. Now they're racing down towards the final furlong. This has become a bit of a burn-up down the home straight, and it is Spring Promise who still has the lead to Veil of Shadows, who tries to close. Senesi on the inside. Queen Regent down the wide outside. Spring Promise needs the line, and they hit it together, the two Godolphin fillies. Veil of Shadows on the outside of Spring Promise. Godolphin have won it, but with which one? And they were just ahead of Queen Regent.
And it's the second string that has won for Godolphin. In the white cap here, Jamie Spencer. A filly that was green early, but the steady pace probably played into your hands as you actually got a decent enough position.
Yeah, I was able to, because it went so slow, I was able to sort of move up into second without wasting too much energy after not having a brilliant start. And then, as you say, we went very slow, and it was a dash from just before the junction. And my filly really was only just getting into her stride at the line. I didn't think I'd catch James at the furlong pole. Slowly but surely she wore him down.
Yeah, the Frankel filly, did you feel like she extended quite nicely under you in that final furlong to claim James?
Yeah, and look, most of the Frankels stay well, so you'd have thought she'd be able to step up and trip, and it's always nice to win.
Perfect start, good start to the evening, thank you.
Yeah, thanks, James. Thanks.
And they're off. In the Unibet Support Safe Gambling Handicap, they've gone without number 2, 8 Mile. He refused to go into the stalls. Sumac was away alertly, and so too. All done towards the inside, and now whipping around the outer is Probable. And it is now Probable who has gone and pulled her way into the lead, but she's inclined to over-race. To the inside, All Done, just shading second. Sumac now in third. Phoenix towards the inside is racing in fourth position. On that one's outside is Annie Law. After Annie Law on the inside is Fayassel, and the back marker, Ricardo of Worthing. A half mile to go, and Probable's lead is just over a length. Sumac now once again takes second. Moving on around the outside of All Done, now shuffled back to third. Annie Law is travelled into fourth. Phoenix on the inside rail is now in fifth. And now being ridden at the back of the field is Fayassel, now at the back of the pack together with Ricardo of Worthing. Racing down towards the final quarter of a mile. Probable taken on by Sumac towards the inside. All Done begins to rally. Annie Law is there with every chance. Phoenix goes the cutaway towards the inside rail. Fayassel trying to pick up from the back of the pack. A furlong to go. And here's Annie Law down the outside. The between rivals, All Done. Phoenix is over on the far side as they drift towards the near side rail. It's Annie Law now, and Nose now ahead in front, and it is Annie Law to win. In second came All Done, and in third, Phoenix.
Our third race of the evening has been won by Annie Law, a homebred for the Fanshawe team, joined by trainer's son Tom, and that was a nice performance in the end. I thought she did it quite cosy.
Yeah, she did that nicely. She's already shown a little bit at home, and she's found a level in handicaps today, and it's great to get a win on the board with her.
Yeah, by a sprinter in Havana Grey. We've had a couple of Havana Greys, and one of them actually saw out 7 furlong quite nicely. Were you confident about stepping up the extra furlong and trip this evening?
There's quite a bit of stamina on the dam side. She's out of a dicked up in mare, and there's quite a bit of stamina, as I say, on the dam side. And you know, she works like she should get 7 furlongs a mile, and she's handled a step up and trip nicely.
3 winners now from, I think, 13 runners for 2023. It's been a good start to the year already. I know you're not really renowned for your all-weather horses, but you're pleased just to get a few winners on the board and looking forward to turf, which isn't too far away.
No, absolutely. You know, the all-weather's good to get these kind of horses out and running and getting them their confidence up. And you know, we've got a nice strike rate at the moment, and long may it continue.
Yeah, always handy to get a few winners on the board before the grass starts. Congratulations this evening, and well done.
Thanks very much, James. Much appreciated. Thank you.
Cheers. Thank you.
And they're off. For the 4th and feature, the Unibet 3 Uniboost today, handicap over 7 furlongs. Mohareb flashes early speed towards the inside rail. Quite keen, the favourite. Kingdom Come towards the outside. Head bowed, wants to go quicker than Kieran Schumacher will allow. Staying out wide, Dynamic Talent through the very early stages. Now begins to work in from his wide draw, and they now race towards the end of the back straight. Dynamic Talent now just angles into 3rd, as it is Kingdom Come, who pulls his way into the lead. That's lit up Mohareb racing in 2nd. Around the outside, Dynamic Talent is in 3rd, and then Chola Empire in 4th with a half-mile to race. Tintoretto is on the turn in 5th position. Then Say If You Will, the grey, Watermelon Sugar, last but one, Diocles of Rome in the cheap seats at the back, and they're making the turn with 3 furlongs to go. Kingdom Come's lead is just over a length, already been hustled along. Dynamic Talent racing in 2nd. Mohareb, and then Chola Empire now moves into 4th and sent in chase of the leader, who is Kingdom Come, with less than a quarter of a mile to go. And Kingdom Come has really accelerated from the quarter pole, racing down towards the final furlong, and he's put 5 lengths between he and his toiling rivals. It is Kingdom Come who's out in front. The others now playing for minor places up towards the line. How good is this? Kingdom Come. In 2nd came Chola Empire, and staying on into 3rd, Say If You Will.
I'm joined by winning trainer Clive Cox, and Clive, he was impressive on his comeback 16 days ago when he'd had all that time off. I don't think you could be more impressed by what he's done today, despite racing keenly. That's some ton of foot he's got.
No, it was great, and I think, you know, last time we were in the face of some pretty cold temperatures, so we'd not been really trialling him at home. It was more a case of keeping him sound, and he was gelded just before Christmas. That's been a huge advantage in his whole approach, and just really pleased it's coming together. So that was impressive.
Yeah, you must have been delighted when the handicap marks came out on Tuesday morning, and you got 80. Lincoln Entry, obviously the consolation probably would have to be the race, because he's going to get penalties from his mark, which will please you for that contest. But have you got any targets going forward, or just keeping him sound at the moment is the main thing, obviously?
I think a step at a time was always going to be the deal, and we were entering into new ground because he was off all last year with an injury. So we were learning as much as anyone else at that stage, and I'm just delighted that all the steady work has you know, come to fruition, really, James, and yeah, very happy.
Well, you and your team done a fantastic job. Pedigree-wise, Miss Yoda, hence the price tag, is in the pedigree. 7 furlongs today. The way he's hit the line under really minimum pressure from Kieran does suggest you've got options going further up in trip in time as well. Yeah,
I really hope so. I think he was a breeze-up horse, and I think that mentality sometimes is engraved in their character. So you know, he's shown a good turn of foot there tonight, but there was no, you know, the normal pace angles in the race. Didn't jump well or anything, so Kieran did a super job, and yeah, I'm thrilled the way he's performed.
Yep, so you should be. Congratulations and well done.
Thanks, James. Thanks very much.
Yes, well done.
And they're off. Little awkward coming out of the stalls was one more Ollie from stall number 9 and will trail them in the early stages. The early speed on the inside, girls want to have fun, goes forward. So too around the outside, Beautiful Sunrise, and between those two is Mogok Valley. They're then being followed through on the inside by Inyak Lamar, who's now pushing up with the help of the inside rail to take 3rd place, relegating Mogok Valley now to 4th position. Then towards the inside rail is Royal Bliss, who's on the turn, racing in 5th. Hiatus is in 6th. Towards the inside, Daytona Lady is racing in 7th. Corinthian Kid is in 8th as they go through the halfway point. Muy Guapo is last but one, and one more Ollie is the back marker. Racing down towards the final quarter of a mile. Girls want to have fun, now being tackled by Beautiful Sunrise. On the inside, Inyak Lamar. Also staying onto the inner rail is Daytona Lady, but it is now Beautiful Sunrise who goes on, rallying Mogok Valley down the wide outside. Inyak Lamar still there on the inner, and then towards the outside, Hiatus is picking up late. They're racing inside the final 150 yards, and it's Mogok Valley who's out in front for Lewis Edmonds. Mogok Valley wins. Beautiful Sunrise may have just held 2nd. Rallying on the outside was Royal Bliss with Hiatus. And they're off. And they race over 1 mile and 3 furlongs, and through the very early stages it's Crazy Maisie who takes them along, but is now being taken on by Rockabill Angel towards the outside. And those are the first two. Racing in 3rd, Chow Adios, and Very Keen racing upon the outside. Blue Nose Bell towards the inside rail. Chow Adios just had to be taken off heels to try and get a bit more clear sailing around the outside as they go around the turn, with Crazy Maisie out in front. Rockabill Angel races in 2nd position, and then Very, Very Keen is Chow Adios in 3rd around the outside, and now moves into 2nd, and it looks as though the saddle may have just slipped forward a little on Chow Adios in 2nd place as they make the run into the back straights. The leader is Crazy Maisie by a half length. Chow Adios racing in 2nd, and now more tractable. A break now of about 4 lengths opening up to Blue Nose Bell, who races in 3rd, just on the inside of Rockabill Angel, who is in 4th position. Arab Cinder is racing in 5th. Sidzani on the inside is in 6th. In 7th is Ricona, and last year's winner, the grey How Hard Can It Be, is the back marker of the 8, as at the moment it's a private duel between Crazy Maisie, and on that one's outside Chow Adios for the lead. They're going into the far turn with Crazy Maisie against the rail, still holding the advantage over Chow Adios in 2nd place. Still there's a break of 4 lengths to Blue Nose Bell, who's around the turn racing in 3rd position. On that one's outside, Rockabill Angel is in 4th, and then Sidzani is racing in 5th. On the outside, Arab Cinder is in 6th, and still How Hard Can It Be and Ricona are at the back of the field, as now they've all come back into a pack with 3 furlongs to go. Crazy Maisie has the lead into the home straight. Blue Nose Bell now moving up on that one's outside and travelling well in 2nd position. In 3rd down the outside, Rockabill Angel is being driven along. He goes to the cutaway on Sid's Annie to try and pick up, and they're being followed by How Hard Can It Be from a long way back. Ricona together with Arab Cinder. Tailing off is Chow Adios down inside the final furlong, and Blue Nose Bell has got the lead, but only just towards the inside is Sid's Annie. Here on the outside is Ricona, and it is Ricona who has quickened up the best, and from last to first, Ricona in front. Blue Nose Bell held 2nd and in 3rd with Sid's Annie. And they're off. 2 miles is the trip in the Join Racing TV Now a handicap, and ridden away from the stalls, a couple of them, Cheng Gong, and also ridden away from the stalls, Baroque Star, as they go through the very early stages. It will see the lead goes to Cheng Gong, with Wink Levy early in second, but now he's been overtaken by Yargan, and Thorhammer Hansen is now sending Yargan to the front at the end of the first furlong and a half he went on. So Yargan now moves on around the outside of Cheng Gong, who races in second, but Cheng Gong will not lose the lead. He will battle back and reclaim it once again. So now Cheng Gong goes on by half a length, Yargan racing in second, and not always the case here in a 2-miler at Kempton. This little private battle for the early lead has now set them at a pretty decent tempo. They're not going the normal dawdle you'd see in a 2-miler. Overstate now just in third. Wink Levy taken back to fourth place. Then Baroque Star with the white blaze racing upon the outside of Reel of Fortune. The back of the field is El Major, and they're racing now on inside the final mile and 3 furlongs. Cheng Gong being kept up to his work by Trevor Whelan to try and hold the lead, but now pulling hard on the outside is Yargan, and he's got now to within a neck. So they've got a circuit to go, and Yargan now is going to try and pull his way into the lead once again. Can Cheng Gong once again kick back? He is doing on the inside. Cheng Gong will not relinquish the lead. He got eyeballed. He got slightly headed, but Cheng Gong once again wrestles back the advantage. The free racing Yargan racing in second. While all this is happening with the leading duo, just sitting back and watching, Wink Levy in third, and in fourth Overstate. A break of 2.5 lengths back to Reel of Fortune on the inside of Baroque Star, who's tended to run a little in snatches off the bit once again now. El Major is the back marker. So they head inside the final 7 furlongs. Cheng Gong leads again by a neck to Yargan, who races in second position as they go midway down the back straight. 2.5 lengths away, Wink Levy has sat the perfect stalking trip in third. El Major now making ground on the outside of Overstate, who is now being ridden along towards the inside rail, and still towards the rear of the field races Baroque Star together with Reel of Fortune. So about to take the next turn, and as they lead the back straight behind them, Yargan goes on, and this time he claims a definite lead. He moves on by a length and a half to Cheng Gong racing in second. Shaken up now to try and challenge in third is Wink Levy. In fourth place to the inside is Overstate, and then came Baroque Star as they made the turn into the home straight. And Cheng Gong is coming back for more. Cheng Gong once again pokes a nose in front over Yargan in second. They continue to exchange blows. Wink Levy and Overstate, followed by Baroque Star, racing down towards the final quarter of the mile. And it's Cheng Gong and Trevor Whelan all out, but still leading over Yargan to the far side. Back in third, Overstate. Then Baroque Star. No more, it would appear, from Wink Levy at this point. And they're racing down towards the final furlong. And now it's Overstate who's going to come and try and challenge Cheng Gong. Cheng Gong and Overstate. They're inside the final half furlong. Overstate moves on now by around about a length. Now it's a length and a half. And it is Overstate for the nightcap. Cheng Gong races in second, and in third, Yargan.